sermon summary from today. Pastor Nate gave the message at the 10 a.m. Zoom church. And it looked like we had quite a few members there today on the screen. It was really nice to see everyone's faces. I could only see a few at a time, but it was nice to be able to stay home and stay dry and still go to church. Pastor Nate said he had so much fun being Mr. Funnelhead, the California Clean Water mascot, and it gave him a lot of joy. That was his first job, and it gave him a lot of joy to go to work. And I guess must have been a fun job. I thought it was a pretty funny picture. So anyway, however, he did not enjoy the next few jobs that he had, and it started to show in his work and the lack of thankfulness to have a job. And so he needed to refocus on God to get his work ethic right. And so, in fact, he did straighten that all out, and it did get better. So it's all a matter of how you look at having a job. The idea is no matter whether we love going to work or not, we should always do our best because our work is a gift from God. So no matter what it is, find some reason to do the best you can, no matter what. So it may not be easy. There are some days where it's like extremely difficult. However, we do it to the glory of God. So, and the next part of the message is the Bible character this week is the Apostle Paul. Before he met Jesus on the road to Damascus, he was being a diligent worker. He thought he was being a diligent worker for God. He was a high-ranking Pharisee who spent all of his time, talent, and treasure fiercely persecuting the early church. He was Hebrew trained in the law, and by his own understanding of Jesus and the early believers, he was merely persecuting lawless blasphemers. And so he did his best to arrest them and put an end to the early church. However, when the risen Christ met him on the road to Damascus, and the brightness of his countenance blinded Saul, which was his name before Jesus changed it to Paul, and spoke to him, it began the transformation from Saul of Tarsus into the Apostle Paul, who would become a diligent worker for the kingdom, going into Gentile nations and teaching them about what Jesus did for them. Excuse me. My takeaway from this week's message is this: that no matter what work you do it to the glory of God with a thankful heart, that you have work to do it all, considering others first, and how what we do and how we do it affects others' opinions of